Ah, what a beautiful day for power. What's going on, guys? Drawing Chaos here with another Satisfactory video. Hooray! And in today's video, we're going to go over power thanks to update 3.5, I think it is. But first, let us fly and see what we got going on. Yay! So I was in the middle of building something epic with the new update and all that stuff, going over all the wonderful things for update 3.5, and I came across some interesting stuff and thought I'd let you guys know because, you know, we're all gonna need to know.
We advise you to harvest this specimen.
What? Sorry, the voices in my head got in the way. But anyway, I came across some interesting stuff and thought I'd let you guys know what you can do with the update 3, even with just one node. So let's go take a look at that right now. So if you have one of these lovely little oil extractors, Mark 1 of course, unlike those silly little miners you have to upgrade to Mark 3. Suck it, miner! So like I was saying, if you have one of these wonderful oil extractors, Mark 1, you can put in 3 power shards, use about 174 megawatts of power. Megawatts? Megawatts. I'm gonna say that for the rest of the video, and it's gonna get super annoying. So you can get 600 cubic meters of oil per minute for only 174 megawatts of power. But what does that equate to? Well, what you can do is you can come over here to one of these lovely refineries. There is actually an alternate recipe to turn everything into heavy oil residue. So look at this. So 30 to 40. And then of course you're going to be producing some of this other, like, you know, polymer resin and whatnot. But if we go over to our little calculator, so that is 30 to 40. So that means that a 600 line divided by 30 is going to get us 20 of those. Then we'll take the 20 and we'll times those by 40. We can get 800 cubic meters of oil, or not oil. We get 800 cubic meters of heavy oil residue. Now, what can we do with this heavy oil residue? Well, there's actually another recipe that we can do. If you want to go straight into turbo fuel, this is an alternate recipe for heavy fuel. It's heavy oil residue and compact coal. So that's 37.5. So back to this, if we take 800, divide that by 37.5, that is going to be 21.3 repeating on this lovely thing. Okay, so 21.33, and that's going to make it 30. So, back to our little calculator, 21.33333 times 30, that is going to get us 639.999, so we'll round it up to 640, okay, 640, and divide that by the 4.5, that is 142 fuel generators. Does that seem complicated? It's a little bit complicated, but we will make it just easier. So basically, one of these at maximum capacity to build us 142 of those. Look at that. And if we take the 142 and we times that by 150, that is 21,300 megawatts of power. Isn't that lovely? Just from one node, just from one. But there is something else we can do. So take a look at this. So let's say we originally took this, okay? So now we're at 800 of our lovely heavy oil residue. Now, instead of turning this into turbo fuel, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that and we're gonna turn that into regular fuel. So residual fuel. So all you have to do is take the heavy oil residue and you can turn it into residual fuel. Now that would be great and everything, but we're losing some. So we're going from 60 down to 40. But if you look all the way down here to distilled package fuel, we can turn that 30 into 60. So what you need is something called packaged water, which is basically just water and empty canisters to make packaged water. Okay, so let's figure this out for a second. So we want to make, all right, so we're basically going to take our 800 divided by 30. So back to this, so 800 divided by 30, that's going to get us 26.66666. So we're going to take the 26.66666 and we're going to times that by 60. All right, look at that. That is 1,600 fuel. That's 1,600 package fuel. And of course, if you look at this for the package fuel is quite simple. If you want to unpackage it, it's going to be 60 for 60. So we're not going to gain any more, but basically it's just going to switch it out. And it's going to take out these empty canisters, which can be brought back over to here. So you can have a canister loop, back into these. So, it's not that bad. So the real question is, how much fuel can we use with that number? So what we have is we have 1,600. So if you take that 1,600 and we divide that by 15 per minute, that is going to be 106. Yeah, it's not going to be as many as the other one, unfortunately. And then, of course, we got to take the 106 and we got to times that by the 150. That is going to be only 15,000 megawatts of power. Now, here's the fun thing. Okay, yes, this does make it better because it's all turbo fuel, but remember, you're going to have to use all this compact coal, so you're going to have to grab compact coal from everywhere. Whereas this lovely one, you're going to need packaged water, and let's face it, there's literally water everywhere that we can steal from, so that's not that bad. So sure, you can't make as much, but, it can be coming out there pretty good. Now, there's one more little caveat to this. See, what you can do, instead of using this turbo fuel recipe, you can use the regular turbo fuel recipe, which is fuel and compact coal. Now, the best thing about it is if you're taking all this for fuel, okay, so all that fuel, and you're going to turn this into this and add compact coal, that's 22.5 fuel per minute. Now, I want to take that. That's going to be the 1,600, and we're going to divide that by 22.5. That is 71. All right, so 71, and we're going to times that by, I believe it's 18.8 turbo fuel per minute. Is that what we're at? 18.8. Yes, there we go. So that is 18.8. That's 71 refineries times 18.8 to give us 1,334.8. So 1,334.8 times oh no, it's divided. Oh shoot. Divided by 4.5, that is 296.6 fuel generators. And then of course, if you take 296 and then times 150, that is 44,000 megawatts of power just from one node, just from one oil node to the max. Now, the issue with this one is going to be not only do you need oil, you need water, and you need compact coal. And we all know what compact coal needs, right? Hey, where's my little assembler? Oh, there we go. And unfortunately, which I really hate that this is a thing, but there's only one compact coal. And it's 25 and 25 equals 25. So coal and sulfur mash together to make compact coal. So if you need about, what was it, like 71 of those, let's check that. So 71 times 25, that's 1,775. Ooh. So that's going to be a lot of coal and sulfur to find around the world, especially next to each other, because you're going to have to find at least 2 sulfur nodes next to each other that will work. But I thought I'd let you guys know about this stuff so you can actually prepare on how you want to do it. I'm using 3 full pipes of oil, all making turbo fuel the end way, this way and all that stuff. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Well, that's going to be it for me today, guys, and I hope you liked this video. If it helped, don't forget to give it a like. You can comment on what you think is the best method. If there's anything I missed, if you like the words megawatts, well, whatever you want to say. I just love comments. I'll answer all 8 of you, no problem. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it, and feel free to look out for this next video where I show you how I build a massive thing. Oh my god, there's like 208 refineries making turbo fuel. But that's going to be it. Anyway, guys, have a glorious day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.